So here's my review of She-Hulk. I just didn't really care for this show. I think the main problem with this show is that it's supposed to be a sitcom and it's a comedy and it's just not that funny. I think it's just that simple. I already explained like the synopsis of every episode in all my previous posts, so if you just want to look at all my previous posts, but basically the main gist is Jennifer Walters gets turned into She-Hulk after a car accident, and then Bruce, her cousin, after a blood transfusion from Bruce, her cousin, who is Bruce Banner, who's obviously the Hulk. And then she just goes back to her normal life as a lawyer. And basically each week is just like a sitcom lawyer show. That's basically it, and it's not really that deep. And I think like the main problem is also just Jen herself is just too snarky and just annoying for me to root for her. She's just way too mean. I think it's that simple. Although it's like I do maybe when they bring her into the movies they'll improve on the writing because I think the actress does a good job, but I mean they just chose to just go such a bad route with it. But like in the first like 3 episodes are basically just filler, and by the time they start introducing the villain, who's this guy called Todd, who basically he literally is just rich and just wants her powers, and that's it. And like and it just doesn't really have enough depth to it. But then by the time we get to the last episode, because she's a character who can break the fourth wall, she just pauses she pauses the episode, breaks out of Disney Plus, and then goes to the basically Marvel headquarters and just talks to the writers and then rewrites the whole show, which is kind of cool to see, but it just makes you think it's like, well, then are there really any stakes if you could just do that then? And then once she gets back, she just rewrites everything just to get Daredevil back and then put Todd in jail or whatever. So overall, I kind of think that this show just kind of failed on its premise because I would forgive all the sloppy writing though if it was funny, but I just didn't really think it was that funny. And like, it's not really that much to talk about because it's just a sitcom. But I will say it was really cool seeing her like break out of Disney Plus and go to different places. And I don't think they utilized the fourth wall breaking enough as they should have. But overall, I just didn't really care for this show. But if you like it, that's fine. But it just falls with, it's just not funny, and she's just too unlikable. Although I do think she kind of does improve a little bit towards the end. So I'll give it credit that she's definitely a little bit more likable towards the end, but they still need to work on her.